Livery number 9 of 10, the Mercedes-AMG Petronas teal as per usual, alongside black instead of silver. Admin was teasing for ages and they've gone all carbon. So let's dissect the real thing and come up with my own version, my redesign of the 2023 Mercedes. The story of 2023 from a livery point of view anyway has of course been carbon fibre. All the cars have tons of black because you're stripping the paint off to save weight, blah, blah, blah. You know this already. So you'd be forgiven for thinking that an all black car would be boring. What are they doing? However, I think there's a distinct difference between taking black and really owning it as your brand colour on your car, which Mercedes have clearly done here. We've seen the black in the past and they've brought it back here. There is more legitimacy in an all black Mercedes than there would be in, say, an all black Ferrari, for example, compared to taking a car that wouldn't typically have a lot of exposed black carbon fibre on it and shoehorning that in because you need to save weight. Those are the liveries that I think fall down because there's clearly a compromise being made. There is actual black vinyl on the kind of top of the car and it's carbon on the side. So they haven't even 100% just carbon fibered this one. But anyway, my thoughts, the car looks sick, it looks mean, it looks nasty, it looks up for a scrap, and I hope it's going to give Lewis and George an opportunity to fight at the front this year. I'm so glad they dropped the red Ineos airbox completely. They've still got a little bit of red up there, but I'm cool with that. That full red section just really sport the livery for me. I can see what they've tried to do, changing the colour of the numbers to match the drivers. We've got green for George, neon yellow for Lewis. It works really well for Lewis, less so with George because George's helmet is a bright blue anyway, so I feel like they probably should have gone with that instead of the green. I don't know how the green connects to George Russell personally. I mean, look, just making it all Petronas teal for me, that is much, much, much cleaner. But also not to completely annoy Ineos. I did experiment with the idea of making the strip above the teal strip that goes down the side, which is usually silver, making that red instead to match the Ineos box. I actually think this is sort of slightly nicer composition. I guess it kind of ties in with the Ineos red that is going to have to be there inevitably. Am I worried for Mercedes that they've stuck with the Zero Pod S design? It's kind of a 0.50 pod. I'm a bit concerned just because they're not adhering to the norm, but maybe this is a gamble that will pay off for them. We'll see. We'll see soon enough. But now it's time for my version. What have I come up with? This is my redesign of the 2023 Mercedes. Best of both worlds, okay? Everyone's battling, oh, it should be silver. Oh, no, it should be black. Let's do it both. Everybody wins, right? There's a lot more silver on this car than there is on the real thing. However, the nose is still fully black. On the halo, on the kind of outside of the front wing, and on bits of the rear wing as well, there's enough black there to get that carbon nice and exposed, keep the car nice and light. It is a bit of a Frankenstein, I'll be honest. From a side profile, for sure, the silver does dominate. We've got Petronas big on the side as per. I've moved a few of the team logos around, Team Viewer and Solera I've put on the side within a bit of carbon that kind of shoots into this composition I've come up with. The Ineos is the black on the silver. It's not the most legible, I'll give you that. That Ineos logo could do with being a bit thicker. And yeah, we've still got the Petronas kind of teal sliding through, but I've just changed the boundaries of it a little bit, made it thicker as well, more prominent on the car. Zoom into the front wing, I've used the silver to give it a bit more of a face, I guess, to kind of accentuate that Mercedes logo. We've got little bits of teal on the tops. And sponsor integration for me is pretty good all round here. Number wise, I've gone with the second number overlapping the first, number 38, because the 38 is what I use for every one of these liveries. People ask, there's literally no reason. I just picked a random number. Come around to the back and I've dropped the Ineos actually for AMG, so there's no red really on this car at all, but I have put Ineos on the inside of the rear wing and I've just dotted Ineos around the car a little bit more to compensate for them not being big on the rear wing. Big Mercedes logo on the side as well, and Snapdragon sneaking in too. And then onto this perspective angle looking over the halo and the front wing. You can see also I've snuck in the little red Mercedes stars, a tribute to Niki Lauda. Dotted all the sponsors around the T-cam as per. And again, yeah, from this angle, this looks more black, but it's a car that gives very different perspectives depending on how you're looking at it. And I like that. It makes things a bit more interesting as far as I'm concerned. So that's it, my redesign of the Mercedes. What do you think? Did I make it better? Did I make it worse? For me, the real life thing is just so nice. As much as I've been a bit fiddly with mine, I'm not as in love with it as I am with the real thing, to be honest. But that's just what I think. Let me know in the pinned comment. Are you team real or are you team Tommo? One more to go. It's the Alpine. Will I do it all pink? I don't know, maybe. I'll have to give it some thought. But in the meantime, drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new and you want to see more videos just like this, although we are almost done. But you've got 8 redesign videos that you might not have watched before, so check them out in the description. My name's Tommo. Thanks again. Have a good one. Ta-da.